Okay, let us start the Weddings and Romance webinar with a full theme today of Saint Lucia, Love is in the Air. So I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves, but just before I do that, just a reminder, every single person on the webinar is included in the Spin to Win prize draw. If you do answer the question quickly, the first fastest finger at the very end, you will receive 10 entries. We have got some super duper prizes to give away today. I'm going to let people introduce themselves. So I'm going to introduce Nicole first. Nicole, welcome.
Hi, hello everybody. Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. As Sarah said, my name is Nicole. I am the UK Sales and Marketing Manager for Trade at the Saint Lucia Tourism Authority, and I'm looking forward to inspiring you with everything romantic.
Super, thank you very much. And your prize today?
I will be giving away a £50 or the equivalent of $50 Amazon voucher. So whether it's a UK or a US person, you'll either get £50 or $50 US.
Super, thank you very much, Nicole. We're looking forward to hearing about the romance and love in St. Lucia. And we've also got Mr. Conrad. Hello, Mr. Conrad, how are you? We've not seen you for a while.
Yeah, man. Week or two, right? Morning, everybody. I'm the Managing Director at Calabash Cove, and I'm coming live to you right here from St. Lucia in the Caribbean. Welcome, everybody.
Super. And your prize today, Conrad?
5 nights in the Sunset Ocean View Junior Suite or better, including breakfast and taxes.
Super. Thank you very much. And also with Conrad, we've got Jade. Jade is from the UK team. Jade, hello.
Hello, hi everybody. Just to introduce myself, I'm Jade. I'm the Business Development Manager in the UK for Calabash Cove.
Super, thank you very much, Jade. And last but not least, we've got Natalia and Adam. Hello, Natalia.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Natalia, Director of Marketing for the beautiful Coconut Bay Beach Resort and Spa and Serenity at Coconut Bay. And this morning, we also have with us Adam from our UK team.
Hi, everyone. As Natalia said, I'm here in the UK. So any UK agents, please get in touch if you need anything to do with Coconut Bay or Serenity.
Super. And your prizes today?
And our prize today is a $50 or £50 gift card.
Super. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so Nicole, I'm going to hand over to you.
Lovely. Thank you.
Show us the love.
Okay, so hello again, everybody. Now, I love to start off with our motto, St. Lucia, let her inspire you. Hopefully for the next 10 minutes or so, I will inspire you with the beautiful island by St. Lucia, called St. Lucia. She's inspired by romantics and inspired by love. Let's talk about her resume. St. Lucia is an award-winning destination. The island has won the world's leading honeymoon destination award, awarded by World Travel Awards, an incredible 13 times. She has diverse accommodation. You will see that from some of the properties you will be hearing from today. We have unique experiences that everybody can enjoy. The island also offers a personal approach to first-class luxury service. There's delicious global gourmet dining. There's also a year-round tropical climate in St. Lucia as well. We have iconic locations which make every trip to St. Lucia memorable. And there are wedding destination experts who can take care of everything for your clients. So in 2021 was the last time that we won the world's leading honeymoon destination and also the Caribbean's leading honeymoon destination as well. So this really goes to show that when people think of special romantic occasions, they definitely think of St. Lucia as one of their top choices. And you'll definitely see that in the beauty of the island. St. Lucia is perfect for unique proposals, bachelor and bachelorette parties, elopements, destination weddings, honeymoons, anniversaries, vow renewals, and also iconic romantic celebrations as well. Now, the island is the only country in the world to be named after a woman, which is why we say let her inspire you. We hope that her beauty inspires people to come and visit and for them to fall in love with the island as well. Saint Lucia is a volcanic island. We do have our twin peak mountains called the Pitons. This is one of our UNESCO World Heritage Site. And from many different angles along the west coast of the island, you get to see the beauty of these Piton mountains. And they really make the most amazing backdrop for any image or any special romantic occasion. The island has some of the most beautiful waterfalls, mineral springs, and botanical gardens as well. She is a volcanic island, so she is also home to the Caribbean's only drive-through volcano, where you can do a tour of the volcano and also have an amazing sulfuric mud bath as well. Saint Lucia is fortunate enough to be surrounded by two waters. We've got the beautiful Caribbean Sea on the west coast and the lovely dramatic Atlantic Ocean along the east coast. So we have endless options for your clients to be able to enjoy in Saint Lucia, including one of our many beaches. If destination proposals is something that your client is thinking of, then Saint Lucia is perfect for that. We have an array of options of where they can propose on the summit of the Pitons, for example, floating above the coral reef beneath Peter Piton, under a waterfall, during a private sunset cruise, during a whale or dolphin watching trip, possibly on a candlelit dinner on one of our many beaches, on an amazing helicopter transfer, that's a really good option, or in the historical fort of Fort Rodney, which is located in Pigeon National Park. After the proposal, if you do have clients who are thinking of a destination wedding, one of our unique points about Saint Lucia is that there is no residency. So you can get married within being on island for a few hours. Marriage licenses can be made upon arrival into Saint Lucia. And if you have anybody who's in Saint Lucia for a few days and they want to get married, they can definitely do so on the same day by applying for a same-day marriage license. Or if they're in Saint Lucia for more than 2 days or more, then they can definitely apply for a standard marriage license as well. In terms of documentation required, the passport is one of the main things that you need, and your birth certificate. And if your clients have any special circumstances, then they will need further documentation, as you can see from the list on the screen. For example, if any of the documentation is not in English, then that will need to be translated, or if a name has been changed, they will need to provide a depot, etc. We have an array of locations for your clients to stay and also to have their wedding ceremony. Just to give you an idea of Saint Lucia, she is a fairly small island, measures 27 miles long from north to south, and about 14 miles across from west to east. We utilize a lot of the, predominantly our west coast for our hotel product. However, we do have that amazing unique product, Coconut Bay and Serenity, located in the south of the island, which gives you the best of both worlds because you do get you're very close to the Atlantic and the Caribbean Sea. In terms of destination wedding venues, we have a range of options for your clients to enjoy, from Pigeon Island National Park to in front of our cascading waterfalls, along any of our beaches, our botanical gardens or Diamond Falls, on a catamaran trip overlooking the iconic Piton Mountains. Underwater, yes, we are able to do an underwater wedding, and I will share an image of that with you shortly. Any of our historical parks or religious buildings, or at the Over the Water Chapel, which is located in Saint Lucia, or on any of our many resorts as well. I'm just going to show you a couple of images, hopefully to give you some inspiration of some of the locations that you can get married in Saint Lucia. One of my favorites is definitely Pigeon Island National Park. This was actually a home for the fight between the French and the British when they were fighting for Saint Lucia. And you can see the original ruins there, and the ruins dressed up makes the most romantic location for weddings in Saint Lucia, or just special dining events as well. And being able to have the Piton Mountains in the background of any of your wedding photography is also an image that you will never forget, and is one that you can treasure for a lifetime. Just showing you a couple of those images. I love beachside weddings and also weddings on resorts because they can do so much. And a lot of these properties, they do have amazing wedding experts who are able to take care of everything for your clients. And this is the underwater wedding that I was telling you about previously. So we did host an underwater wedding during our dive festival in 2018, where we were able to get one of our dive masters ordained to perform this ceremony. And just like any normal visitor to Saint Lucia, this couple were engaged, they fell in love with the island, and we were able to take care of everything for them so that they can get married before they went back to Canada. Just a couple of useful information I'm going to touch on for you. It's very easy to get to Saint Lucia. We have direct flights out of the US, UK, and Canada. From the UK, it will be British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, and TUI. But we do have some great connection out of North America as well, with the likes of American Airlines, Delta, JetBlue, United Airlines, from hubs like Miami, JFK, Philadelphia, Atlanta, etc. Just going to go back to the previous slide. We have 2 airports, so all our flights from the UK, US, and Canada fly into our international airport in the south, here in our international. But if you do have any clients who are looking to island hop within the Caribbean, then they will fly in and out of our domestic regional airport, George F.L. Charles, in the north of the island. We typically have mid to high 20 degrees Celsius weather all year round. We do have 2 seasons. The rainy season is from June to November. Dry season is from December through to May. However, even during the rainy season, like for now, for example, we get little to no rainfall at all, or what we call liquid sunshine, because what helps the island stay nice and green and lush. We accept 2 currencies in Saint Lucia, the Eastern Caribbean dollar and the US dollar. And your passports do not need to be valid for 6 months to travel to Saint Lucia. All that we ask is that it's valid for the duration of your trip. And British, Irish, American, and Canadian passport holders do not require a visa to travel to Saint Lucia. We do still have a couple of COVID protocols in place. So I'm just going to touch on them very briefly. If you're fully vaccinated, you don't need to do anything but travel with a copy of your vaccination card, proving that you've had both doses of the vaccine. We don't require you to have a booster. And if you're unvaccinated, we've actually updated our protocols, where all you need to do now is take a PCR test 5 days before traveling to Saint Lucia. And then on arrival, you will be allowed the same privileges as a fully vaccinated guest, provided that your test was negative. One thing that all visitors must do is they must complete a health screening form, which can be found on our website, stlucia.org, and let's travel with that and present that on arrival into St. Lucia. And that's it. We've definitely come a long way in the last 2 years, but we're happy that our protocols are now seamless and we're able to welcome more guests to St. Lucia. We have private transfers available from luxury, deluxe, and standard. Also helicopter and ferry transfers as well, if your clients are looking to travel between the airport and their resort in style. Just to give you an idea, the transfer time between the north and the south of the island is about 1.5 hours by road. However, the helicopter can take 10 minutes to transfer between the north or the south, and then any other resort which is beyond that area, the domestic airport would just be a short transfer, about 20 to 30 minutes. So now that you've got the proposals and the destination weddings out the way, sometimes you have people who think of bachelorette or bachelorette parties are also epic events. So we're able to host those for you. We can do bachelorette parties, bar hops and pub crawls, themed catamaran cruises, dinner cruises, rehearsal dinners with a difference, speedboat adventure days, and also spa days as well. So pretty much everything that your client wants or anything that they can think of, we can definitely make that happen and make those dreams come true for them in St. Lucia. With that being said, while on island, you can definitely enjoy some unforgettable experiences, from sunset champagne horseback riding, to chocolate making, to dining in a wine cellar or a rum cave, to unique spa treatments, whether it's in one of the amazing spas at any of our resorts on island, or in our drive-through volcano, where you can have a sulfuric mud bath, which they do say can make you come out looking 10 years younger. You can also do helicopter tours, romantic private candlelight dinners, kayaking, rainforest trails, and waterfall discoveries, or we can custom create a personal itinerary for your clients. Recently, we assisted a DMC with one where they took this couple out by boat, and they brought them into Pigeon Island National Park, as in like they were on their own private island, so they could have a private dining experience. So we can definitely go above and beyond to make sure that your clients have an unforgettable experience in St. Lucia. Just want to mention our St. Lucia Asian months. Between the months of June and November, we offer discounts for you, our trade partners, to come to St. Lucia and enjoy some of our finest culinary excursions and our accommodation options as well. So if you would like to receive a copy of our brochure, if you've not got one yet, you've not seen one, I can definitely share that with you. I will share my contact details shortly, and I'll put it in the chat where you can reach out to me, and I'll share that brochure with you so you can see some of the offers which are available. I hope that this presentation has inspired you and hopefully made you fall in love with St. Lucia. And I hope that your clients are able to say, I do in St. Lucia as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nicole. It's a great presentation there. Wow, and look at those people getting married underneath the water. Amazing.
Yes,
I
indeed,
love
definitely
it.
different, but amazing experience.
A brilliant experience for sure. So great to see you've got a handle on the whole wedding and romance theme. And yeah, if you've got any clients, send them to Saint Lucia. And now we've got the first of one of the amazing hotels that we've got. We've got Mr. Conrad. I keep calling you Mr. Conrad. I think it's like my pet name.
It's pretty sad.
Conrad,
Well-
tell us all about your amazing hotel.
Well, that was a really nice presentation, Nicole, and thank you, Sarah. I think I was supposed to talk about the hotel this morning, but we should just forget about it and maybe talk about Euro woman football. It's just as exciting. All right, let me see if this works here. Again, welcome to Calabash Cove. For all of you that don't know it, we're a small 26 suites boutique resort located in a private little cove on the northern west coast of Saint Lucia, 5 minutes north of the capital of Castries and 5 minutes south of Rodney Bay Marina, where you find a whole bunch of restaurants and shops and so on. Can you see now? Okay, it does not work. That's good. Oh, it does work. All right, so we should talk today about location, room categories, meal plans, amenities, weddings, small groups, and of course, why Calabash Cove. As I said already, looking at this picture, it says it pretty much anyway. We're very fortunate that we have a lot of privacy where we're located. There's a slightly sloping hill where the hotel is located, and our beach is protected by a reef that's about 200 yards off the coast. Many people, when they get there, can't believe that a place like this can exist 5 minutes from the capital because of the way the hotel is built, right into the nature around it. There's a lot of vegetation, a lot of birds, blooming plants. And of course, every one of our 26 rooms has ocean view, which brings us to the room categories. There's 3 of them, as I said already. Easy to understand. It's very simple. They all have the same amenities. They all face the ocean. They all have a balcony or a patio, a bar, double vanity, a rain shower, cable TV, Wi-Fi, and a king bed. Meal plans. I, as most of you or some of you would know, worked for 20 years for the world's leading all-inclusive hotel group in the Caribbean. And so when I left to do my own thing, when we built the hotel, I always wanted a conventional type of resort where all my friends can come by for a cup of coffee without having to buy a day pass or just come drop in and say hello. But even before we opened up, so many of you that knew me from the all-inclusive background would ask, well, can you quote that also all-inclusive? And so obviously what we did is we then came up with an all-inclusive option and now offer the unconditional all-inclusive, where we include all the things that other guests can buy as part of the all-inclusive. I'll more about that in a little bit. The amenities, besides a really nice secluded beach, we have an awesome pool with a long infinity edge, all facing west towards the sunset, the Caribbean, and a small little spa, small gym. And because of our size and who we are, we can do a lot of these spa treatments just about anywhere. You see a picture here in the gazebo. People do it sometimes on their private patio, on the beach, on the boardwalk, just about anywhere they want to. Romance and weddings. Because we're small, we do have wedding packages that are standard and are offered, and anybody can book them. But really and truly, every one of our weddings is an individual affair. First of all, we never book more than one on any one given day. It's usually in the afternoon, just around sunset. And we try to make it as personal as we can, right? So whatever people want to make it happen is not necessarily cookie cutter. Of course, we also do small groups. Most of them are small wedding groups where we sometimes do anniversary trips, so the grandparents will say, listen, I pay for the trip, join us there, type of thing. And again, they're all very, very individual. We do even buyouts. We had a couple of buyouts where a destination wedding took the whole hotel. It has to be at least 5 nights or 6 nights in high season for us to be able to do it. But the offer exists and has happened a couple of times. And then why Calabash Cove in a little bit. Of course, why it's just beautiful gardens, as I mentioned before, and truly ocean view rooms. A lot of times people say ocean view, and then, you know, in some of the rooms you only see the beach or the sunset or the ocean if you lean half off the balcony. That's not the case with us. We're just facing west, and that's it. End of argument. No ambiguity there. And then, as you see on this picture on the left, we have 9 very unique water's edge cottages that are very hard to find its equal anywhere in the Caribbean. The place itself is very laid back. Our hotel is upside down. As you see here, the lobby is at the top, the rooms are below, and there's a piano in the lobby. And we have live entertainment every evening at a volume where people can still talk. It's a different entertainer every night, and it's true background music. It's usually suitable for the Caribbean. Piano, steel band, saxophone player, violin, and so on. And because we're small, it's a very personal place. It is very common that the guests and the team members get to know each other really well. Naturally, our employees know most of the guests by name, and because of the advent of social media, if you like it or not, I have no control over it anyway. Many of them stay in touch even after their visit on social media. But it's all a personal, individual place, just like this dinner here in the gazebo. I mentioned earlier the all-inclusive option. We pride ourselves on serving really good West Indian food, international cuisine with a West Indian and Asian touch. You see here lobster. Next week on the 2nd of August, we are allowed to serve lobster again. When the lobster season starts, we will have a lobster dish on the menu every day. That means all of our all-inclusive guests can have the lobster for lunch and dinner if they want to, without extra charge. The same thing with wines. I am a firm believer that a nice bottle of wine on the table adds to the atmosphere of the restaurant. So what we do is we include 24 wines by the bottle as part of the all-inclusive that the people can enjoy. There are no surcharges for food or for premium drinks. They're simply not there. If you see it in the bar, then it's included. If you see it on the menu, it's also included if you're an all-inclusive guest. The same thing is true for room service. There's no extra charge when you order something in the room, except of course you have to pay for it. You're room with breakfast guest. That's the minimum. Everybody has to be at least on a room with breakfast. Accommodations, as I said already a couple of times, all of them have ocean views. This is the view from the Winsome restaurant, actually. All of them have either a balcony or a patio, a king-size bed, an oversized jacuzzi that fits 2, large flat-screen cable TV, room service without a surcharge. Most popular breakfasts on the balcony, really, more so than regular room service. Every room has a rain shower. The cottages have an outdoor rain shower that is private and sheltered. An in-room bar, of course, air conditioning, complimentary Wi-Fi. And all of them have either a teak table and chair. Many of them have a hammock or a day bed. The entry-level room category are Sunset Ocean with Junior Suites. Basically a private balcony, king bed, beautiful ocean views. This is one of my favorite views. I took it with my smartphone, so it's not doctored. The nice thing is that in the day, we see the ocean, the sunset's right in front of the hotel, and at night, the lights come on in the city of Castries across the bay, and so it makes for a really nice atmosphere. Of course, in the evening, it gives you a look of the jacuzzi. Almost all our jacuzzis have ocean view. They're slightly elevated, so you can look out into the sunset, should you decide to do so. Then we have 4 swim-up junior suites. Basically, steps away from your bed is the pool. You see in the background there the large patio, large deck, and obviously unrestricted access to the pool. What was the bed and the view from the patio. What it is these rooms are not necessarily the largest, but for us to create extra value for these rooms, we made them swim-up rooms. Just like other hotels sometimes have a room somewhere to the side with a pool, that they make swim-up rooms to create added value. We have only 4, and they tend to do so. And then we have 9 water's edge cottages with pool. They truly are on the edge of the Caribbean Sea. They're, as I said, very unique. There are very few places where you can have private little pool so close to the Caribbean that you could almost spit in it should you decide to do so. They're full-size 1-bedroom units, a large bedroom with a jacuzzi and a large living room and a very large patio. They're all very different. None of them is exactly the same as another. 4 of them, for example, have the jacuzzi separate. 5 of them have the jacuzzi separate. 4 of them have the jacuzzi in the bedroom. And obviously this is the living room with the view of the ocean. And this is the bedroom looking through the living room with the Caribbean in the distance. And this is what it looks like in the afternoon. I was tempted to airbrush the cruise ship out, but that's just the way it is. They pass there sometimes too, as they leave the Custer's Harbor in the distance. So selling points, we're in a beautiful bay. The drone shots that I took here with blooming plants. It's very private. It's one of these places where you don't have to worry about finding a lounge chair or one of these cabanas or space around the pool or in the restaurant. There's enough space for everybody. I always say that luxury is not just silver and gold and marble, but also space, the ability to let go, the luxury to talk to a team member for as long as you want, because they don't have to hustle off, because they have to finish 16 rooms to clean up and so on. We, of course, think it's perfect for couples, same-sex and traditional couples. We don't take any children, young adults from age 16 or over, but really most of our clientele is couples. They're from all over. It's a mix between North America and Europe. In the summer months, there's traditionally a little more North Americans. In winter, Christmas, February, tends to be more people from Europe. Of course, the UK leading the way there. It's a romantic getaway. Many of our guests have kids. They say, this is our week without the children. Obviously, sometimes people get on their honeymoon or a special anniversary trip or a celebration of a birthday or a baby moon or whatever these new things are called these days. But romance and space and peace and quiet and relaxation is really our main theme. As I said already earlier, destination weddings. We do a few. We had 2 last weekend, small ones, I think 11 and 7 people or something. But since they're all individual affairs, there are wedding packages, but we tailor make them the way they want. And obviously, this year, funny enough, more than ever before, we do vow renewals. I have no idea if it has to do with COVID and people having been locked up for the greater part of a year and a half or 2 years. But there's a real interest in these all of a sudden. And also some of these weddings and renewals have been sort of backlogged because of the restrictions that the world had over the last 2 years. We do some of these girls' getaways, bachelorette parties sometimes, 5-nighters, especially from North America. It's fairly easy. There's a choice of flights. It's the same time zone, pretty much. And it's not all that far. And obviously no more restrictions once you're vaccinated. And also no visa requirement makes it ideal for people to get away. It has a lot of serene spots for little retreats. Once in a while, we have a few people that come to do yoga here. Sometimes we do individuals that do yoga. The mats are available. They just take one from the gym and keep it for the week or the 2 days. Stay with us. And it's not unusual to in the morning or late afternoon to see somebody on the boardwalk or somewhere at the deck on the beach to do a little bit of that. obviously romance destination weddings in Varenio. It has already all been said. I don't really want to repeat myself, but it is a pretty unique spot for destination weddings. Here's the boardwalk set up for a small wedding at sunset. We can also do them on the beach. Dreamy beach weddings you see here is it's average about 10-12 people. That's what we have for destination weddings. I don't need to get through the requirements anymore. They're all there and have been discussed before. But it's really all about your day, right? We always say it's all about the day for the bride, whatever she wants, we'll make it happen. Even it's a little bit out of the ordinary and she lets the poor guy wait there for the dinner. You know, whatever floats your boat, the gazebo, the beach, the boardwalk, or the restaurant with everybody around seeing you in your beautiful dress. On the beach with sparklers. Every one of these 3 events was very different. To sum up, this is who we are, Calabash Cove. We'd like to think that our travelers, our visitors have traveled a little bit. They've been around, they've maybe been to the Caribbean before, but definitely traveled a little bit. Or young people, double income earners that want to spoil themselves and go to a place that's slightly different from the rest. We're odd. We're not the norm. We're small. We think we're a luxury experience in a laid back way, right? Obviously, the surroundings are beautiful, romantic. We'd like to think we serve really good food, especially as it comes to an all-inclusive resort. We just can't be in any hurry. We're committed to make every plate fresh. So it's sometimes taking a little time, but that's who we are. There are no restrictions. We don't limit anything. And if it's available, we'll serve it. There are no hidden charges for the all-inclusive program. If it's all-inclusive, it's included, right? So we won't try to sell you a bottle of wine as you sit down for dinner, unless you want to buy one, it's available. We try not to see if we can sell you a steak or sell you for a lobster in the restaurant, or try to make sure we walk you by the spa on the way to your room to hopefully send you a massage. I would like to think that I do not want the all-inclusive promise to break down after the bellman or the concierge says, welcome to Calabash Cove. Now, mind you, that means we're leaving money on the table. And some of you that are good at upselling, they think it's a bit not very smart, but in terms of a worry-free experience, it's just what I personally would want. And if somebody wants to spend extra money, we gladly take it for a massage or for a private dinner and so on. And lately, these have clearly increased significantly, probably to do with COVID, but we have more than ever requests for private dinners on the beach or moonlight dinner in the gazebo and so on. So it's definitely there. I told you about the entertainment, no hidden charges. It's romance travel, if we like it or not. We'd like to think we're particularly proud of our team. You don't need to believe me, read it up. There are many ways to find out what people say about us. If we like these formats and places and whatever they call on the internet or not, they are there. I do believe we're the highest rated hotel in our category in Saint Lucia, as far as our guests think so. So that's who we are. We love to work with travel agents on an individual basis. You can reach us directly at any time, right? You can register on the website if you'd like to do so. It's very easy from North America. It's more difficult from Europe with the travel insurance question and so on. We do, in all fairness, we do about, I think last time I checked, 78% of our bookings direct with customers direct, the travel agents that work with us directly. And in many of these cases, they use points. I guess the growth of Amazon has also made people earn more points that they use for certain things like travel. But whatever it is, if it's out of the ordinary, I think we're your place. Obviously, love to work with you. Contact details are no secret. You can get me personally at info@calabashcove.com. There's the social media contacts, and I'm sure Jade will tell you how to get hold of her and Sarah and so on. And I see by the names of you, you know who I am anyway, so you know how to get hold of me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Conrad. And Jade, what's your contact details?
Yep, so you can reach me on agents@amg ltd.biz. I know that's a little bit complicated, so I will put it in the follow-up, but that's how you can reach me. And just to mention, thank you, Conrad, for a wonderful presentation. And just to mention our Calabash Cove rewards program. So this is available in the UK and Europe, and as well as the US. So it's calabashcoverewards.co.uk or .com. And if you log your bookings, you can earn cash rewards.
Super, thank you very much. Great presentation, Conrad and Jade. So now we're going to move across to Natalia and the wonderful Coconut Bay and Serenity at Coconut Bay. Natalia, over to you.
All right. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you, Sarah. I'm going to go ahead and get started. We have two beautiful resorts to share with you today. Coconut Bay is a lovely resort and Serenity is a luxury resort. And both really speak to the romance island and the romance of Saint Lucia. Nicole did a great job of talking to you about all the wonderful things that Saint Lucia is known for worldwide. So I'm going to jump right in and talk about our destination wedding program at Coconut Bay and, of course, Honeymoons in Serenity. So, you know, as you're dealing with your clients who are planning that dream destination wedding, you want to be mindful of several things as they're looking for that right resort location to plan for. Budget, of course, the resort location, the resort amenities, the resort accommodations, the island itself, what the group rates are and the group amenities, the wedding packages, activities. Of course, they want their day to be to be worry-free and customizable. So I'm going to go through those top 10 things as they're planning that destination wedding. Now, Coconut Bay has multiple wedding packages to choose from. We also have a couple of vow renewal packages as well, which have been very popular the last couple of years. They do meet every budget requirement and are very useful to those who are either on a tight budget or who want to spend a little bit more, but it costs a lot more at home. So from our deluxe package or our free package to our pearl package, which is by far the best value, we do meet every budget. And so moving to number 2, location. Why Coconut Bay or Serenity? We've got a prime location on the island's south coast, just a short 5 minutes from the international airport, but also close to the island's top attractions. And we are on 1 mile of beach, and both of our resorts share 85 acres, which is really great. Obviously, over the last 2 years, having to battle with COVID, we've got lots of space for our clients to spread out over our 2 resort areas and over our 85 acres. So at Coconut Bay, we have wonderful premium all-inclusive amenities, 9 restaurants, 7 bars, serving premium and top shelf liquors without an upcharge. We have 5 pools, 2 of which are adults only. We have, again, 1 mile of beach. Our restaurants are situated throughout the resort, so we are on all-inclusive only program, 9 restaurants, some are poolside, some are oceanside, some are indoor, some are outdoor. And of course, our 7 bars are also spread out across the resort. We've got poolside, swim up, beachfront, and our Peter John's Sugarcane Caribbean Rum Bar is a really great opportunity for your clients who love that rum, because we've got the largest selection of Caribbean rums on the island and possibly in the Caribbean. And we also do a rum tasting weekly on resort, which our clients really enjoy. So sticking with the amenities of the resort, for those that are coming on a destination wedding or a group, we have nightly entertainment plus themed dinners on our pool deck. So our clients really get to enjoy, all of the flavors of the Caribbean. Now, for those of you not familiar with Coconut Bay, our resort is divided into 2 wings. Our Harmony wing, which you see here on the screen, on the left of your screen, is adults only. On that side of the resort is 2 adults only pools, an adults only bar. Our spa is on that side of the resort, and one of our wedding venues is on that side of the resort. Our splash wing, which you see on the right here, is our family friendly wing. And on the splash side of the resort is our water park, our lazy river, our kids club. So just digging into the accommodations briefly, Harmony again is adults only. We've got 4 room categories in Harmony. Our destination wedding and honeymoon guests tend to stay in either the premium ocean view or the junior suite. The junior suite you see on the right. And we do have concierge services as an add-on for your clients. And especially for the destination wedding groups, they tend to add the concierge services. Now, our splash wing, as I mentioned before, is our family-friendly wing. And so the rooms are configured either with a king or queen beds. The king rooms have twin trundle beds, which you can see on the bottom left of your screen. So that's obviously for families that are traveling together. We do get a lot of multi-gen family groups. And with the destination wedding groups that want to bring their flower girl and their ring bearer, they can do that. And in our splash wing, we also have 2-bedroom connecting rooms that are available on request. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Harmony is home to our Oceanfront Spa, which is our sanctuary spa. Our spa has 6 indoor treatment rooms and 3 oceanfront cabanas. Also in the spa is our full service salon where our brides can get ready. We do have lots of really amazing, authentic Caribbean experiences in our spa. The wedding and honeymoon couples can have an oceanfront massage, or they can have a chocolate scrub using chocolate grown on cocoa plantations right there in Saint Lucia. Now, going back to that top 10 list that we were talking about in planning a destination wedding, one of the things you want to keep in mind for your clients is what's the island about? What's the destination about? As Nicole said, as Conrad said, our destination is really stunning with lots to do and lots to see, with the waterfalls, the volcano, the mud bath, the sulfur springs. So whether it's a destination wedding group or a honeymoon clients, you know, they've got lots of romance elements and things to do and see. Now, getting to our group rates and benefits with those destination wedding groups.
Somebody complained that there was
in a lot of cases, it's a family reunion group. You can get an extra 10% off the lowest available rates. And a group for us is 5 rooms, staying 5 nights or longer. So you want to keep that in mind. And you can request a group contract through whatever your preferred tour operator is, or you can book with us directly and get that extra 10% off. Now, also our group amenities. We have 1 free night for every 5 rooms booked for the group leader. So look at it this way. If a bride and groom brings 20 rooms, that bride and groom gets 4 free nights, which is a really nice perk. If that bride and groom brings 20 rooms, they get a 1-hour complimentary cocktail reception. We do lots of things for the destination wedding groups. Everything is 100% customizable to make it easier. Now, again, sticking with our top 10 list, we have amazing oceanside venues. We've got 2 gorgeous venues for our destination weddings. One is our oceanfront gazebo that you can see here. The other is our oceanfront Eternity Beach location. All of our wedding venues and all of our wedding packages make everything for your clients and for your brides and grooms 100% customizable. Now, what that means, if they choose to have black and white or silver or gold or royal blue or hot pink or burlap as their colors or themes, we can do that all. And again, number 8 on the list was, you know, the amenities at the resort. And we have premium all-inclusive amenities. Again, we're located on 85 acres and 1 mile of beach. We've got a water park that's quite famous with a lot of families. We've got a high repeat guest factor in Splash. We have the island's only resort paintball course. We have the island's only resort kite surfing facility. Our kids club is 50,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor space. Our spa, of course, is 11,000 square feet with oceanfront treatment beach cabanas. So again, for that destination wedding group or for that family reunion group, there is so much to keep everyone busy and for everyone to enjoy. Now, this is number 9 on the list, but to me, I feel like it's number 1 for our destination wedding groups, for our brides and grooms, because the most important thing is we want them to have a worry-free, stress-free experience. And, you know, our wedding groups really do get the highest level of service from our team because they have a pre-travel wedding coordinator that works with them from the very first phone call all the way up until they are on property. And then we've got on-site wedding coordinators that deal with them from their day of arrival through to their day of departure. Something else that's really important that we want to share with you is you share with your clients. And I should mention that all of the images that you see here are from real weddings. So we only do one wedding per day on purpose. We want our wedding couples to have our undivided attention. Every bride has her day, her way. As I mentioned before, it's all customizable. And at Coconut Bay, there's something blue is always included. We don't ever rush our brides. We don't ever want her to be concerned about, you know, the thing that's coming before her or the things that's coming after her. So we only do one wedding per day. And as I mentioned before, all of our wedding packages make it very easy for our brides to customize their wedding experience, from the cake to the flowers, to the chair ties, to the music, to the entertainment, to the seating arrangements. We make it very easy. So moving from that destination wedding experience at Coconut Bay, we're going to change subjects now to that honeymoon in luxury at Serenity. And Serenity is St. Lucia's top-rated luxury suite resort on TripAdvisor. We have been named the best of the best for 3 years in a row, with Serenity ranking in the top 1% on TripAdvisor. And we're also the top-rated resort of all of the rated resorts on TripAdvisor in St. Lucia. And, you know, we're really proud of that fact, because that's not us saying we're great. That's our clients really testifying to the Serenity experience. So one of the things that you might want to consider when you're dealing with destination wedding couples, and this has just kind of happened organically since we opened Serenity. Serenity is our new luxury suite property, is that the clients can stay at Coconut Bay all the way up until their destination wedding, and then they can move over to Serenity for their honeymoon. And many of our clients have done that because at the honeymoon, Serenity guests can enjoy all of Coconut Bay amenities, but it does not go vice versa. And so what that means is the wedding couple can go see the rest of the family that are still on that family wedding vacation, but the family can't come see them, which is a really nice amenity. So Serenity is 36 luxury plunge pool butler suites. They range in size from 1,200 to 1,900 square feet of interior and exterior space. They all have private plunge pools. They all have butler services. They all have 24-hour room service. We do personalize the experience. We have a butler pre-arrival form that we highly encourage that you complete for your clients or have your clients complete in advance of arrival. Serenity is adults only and couples only. And I would say the vast majority of our guests are either honeymoon guests or anniversary guests. In the winter, we do have a handful of guests that are not necessarily honeymooners, but they are just looking for that extra level of service and attention. Now, the dining experience for Serenity is really limitless for Serenity guests, because Serenity guests can enjoy their dining experience in the comfort of their luxury suite, inside the Great House, which you see here on the right, outside the Great House, which you see on the left, or they can dine in a pool cabana, in a beach cabana, or at any of the 8 restaurants at Coconut Bay. And I did mention before that Coconut Bay has 5 wedding packages and 2 vow renewal packages. Well, we did create a luxury wedding package exclusively for Serenity. And that luxury wedding package is our Sapphire Package, which you see here. Now, the wonderful thing about the Sapphire Package, it can be used as an elopement, it can be used as a vow renewal, or it can be used just for an intimate wedding. And this, the Sapphire Package does include vows taken on a catamaran with the Pitons as your backdrop, which is just a really, really beautiful experience. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that our guests staying in Serenity for 7 nights do have the value of our Grand Romance Package, which is $1,000 in added value vacation inclusions. And that Grand Romance Package is available booking direct. Now, I like to show here the layout of Coconut Bay and Serenity. When you come in from that short drive from the airport for 5 minutes, you go to the left to Serenity, you go to the right to Coconut Bay. Serenity suites are not beachfront or oceanfront, but they are a short 150 steps to the beach. But really, our Serenity guests don't have to lift a finger and they don't have to walk. Their butler will shuttle them in a golf cart to their very own private oceanfront beach cabana. Now, as we come into the close, I do want to let you know that Coconut Bay does reward our travel agents. We believe very strongly in our travel advisor partners. We're grateful to those of you who stuck with us over the last couple of years as we went through, all of the changes and all of the protocols that we had to go through. We do reward our travel agents with up to 15% commission on direct bookings, or up to $70. Actually, that's 85 now, up to $85 on the highest room category, $85 or 85 pounds per booking. Plus you earn 1 free night for every 7-night booking, and that's for Coconut Bay. Of course, you have to register your bookings. We have 3 different websites for our 3 markets. So for the Canada, US, and UK, you can see those here. And then Serenity, we also reward agents, of course, at Serenity as well. So you can get 15% commission across the board on those plunge pool butler suites. We do have 3 different room categories. And then you can also, if you're not booking us with us direct, if you're booking with your preferred tour operator, that's not a problem. You can still register your bookings to get these rewards, $50, $100, or $150. And that's by room category. Again, that's based on a 7-night stay, and you want to make sure you register your bookings. I know Nicole mentioned this previously, but you do want to be mindful that from the US, Canada, and the UK, we've got varied seasonal flight schedules, with more flights coming in the winter and the rest of the year. We're excited to those of you that are here from Canada, because Air Canada returns in October. JetBlue tends to have really great fares out of JFK, and you want to be watching for those sales. I know Adam said British Airways and Virgin are going to be launching their sales end of August. So be looking out for those sales so that you can plan early and come see us this fall or winter. This is our North American reservations contact information, our UK reservations contact information, where you can reach Adam. We do have agent rates for Coconut Bay, not for Serenity. And of course, for any support or collateral that you need, if you're going to a wedding show, you'd like to have some of our wedding brochures, or if you'd like to have Coconut Bay fact sheets or Serenity fact sheets, you're welcome to contact us here. I do want to mention that for your clients and for yourselves, we have agent rates. You do want to register your bookings so you can earn those rewards. We're grateful to our travel agent partners for joining us these last couple years. Book early to get the best airfares and the best rates. Right now, we are on sale for fall and for winter. And I thank you very much. And Sarah, I'm going to go back to you.
Thank you very much, Natalia. Wow, some amazing presentations there. So I hope you're really clear now on what Saint Lucia has to offer your wedding romance couples, romantic people. We do have a couple of questions that have come in for you, Natalia. I think that Conrad, he had quite a few, and I think he's answered them already. Charlene has asked to confirm, Natalia, adults staying on the splash side will have full access to the Harmony side. Is that correct? Without the kids,
absolutely.
Of course?
Absolutely. It's just that children are not welcome on the Harmony side of the resort, but adults on both sides of the resort are welcome to the water park. In fact, there tend to be more adults floating around the lazy river than children.
I don't blame them, I would. Muriel's asked, is there an extra surcharge for travel agents using their free stay after booking a 7-night stay using the free nights?
No, there isn't a surcharge. And actually what tends to happen with many of our travel advisors is, they wait until they have a whole bunch of those free nights in their bank. And so, for instance, if you book 7-night stays, that's going to give you 1 week to stay, and you don't pay on top of that. You just pay for your airfare, and then you've got that free 1-week stay, which is a really nice perk through the rewards program. And a lot of agents as well, I'm sure, keep their money in the bank until they're ready to redeem it. You can either redeem those rewards as Visa or MasterCard with My Booking Rewards, right, Sarah?
That's correct, yeah. Visa if you are in the US and Canada, and MasterCard if you're in the UK. Okay, so I think that's the end of the questions. So now if everybody can go to chat and just make sure that your drop down says everyone. As a reminder, every single person on this webinar today is entered into the prize draw, but if you have the fastest finger first with the correct answer, you will be entered 10 times into the spin to win. So you stand a much enhanced chance of winning one of the prizes. So we're going to hear first of all from Nicole. If you can fire away with what your question is today, please.
Okie dokie. So I hope you all was listening. My question is, how many times has Saint Lucia won the award of the world's leading honeymoon destination? Oh, that's a lot of responses. So the answer...
Yeah, what is the answer?
The answer is 13 times as of 2021. And I believe...
It's Thomas.
Oh, God. I can't even see who's first. Yeah, Thomas.
Thomas, you are the correct person. Perfect.
Yes.
Lots and lots of correct answers there.
Definitely.
Okay. Conrad.
Thank you, sir. It's quite impressive. I just looked in the chat. The people from Barrie, believe it or not, Barrie in Canada, of course, in the South Atlanta and Birmingham. Good luck with your activities these next few days. Wish I was there and could watch some of them. My question, the prize was announced already. My question is, how many rooms do we have and how many of our room categories have ocean view?
Oh, so it's a double whammy, double answer.
Well, it's too simple anyway, either way.
Lots of answers.
I think we need to ignore the first ones. Oh, hang on. We've got people that have answered separately.
I think it's going to be the first one to say the number and the answer, I think.
Okay. What is the correct answer, Conrad?
26 in all room categories.
Okay, I get that as Terry.
Yes.
Well done, Terry.
Terry.
Okay, and Natalia.
Real quick, Amy had a question about, is the customizable options, do you have to pay? And I just wanted to answer that real quick. No, you don't have to pay on the customizable options because that's just included with all of the wedding packages. So real quick. And my question is, I had mentioned in the second half of my presentation that Serenity has its own, sorry?
Sorry, people were thinking that was the question. So we've got a couple of
no, that wasn't the question.
Just go through that. This is now the question, just so that everybody is aware. So the question is going now.
Yes. The end, sorry, in the second half of my presentation, I mentioned that Serenity has its own luxury wedding package. What was the name of that? Wow, Karen, you're super fast. Good job, Karen. That's awesome. Yes, Karen, that is correct. Serenity's wedding package is the Sapphire Package.
Super.
Where you can get married with on a catamaran with the pitons in the backdrop. It's absolutely stunning. Thank you, everyone. So great to see so many folks here from all over wanting to learn about our wonderful resorts and our island.
I know, it's been fantastic, and there's obviously a very, very, very big demand for Saint Lucia and your amazing hotels and weddings and romance. So a big thank you to everybody for joining us. We have had a lot of numbers today, so we appreciate you coming and joining us. Keep posted for next week's webinar. We've got the Indian Ocean webinar next week. I will send a full follow-up with the recording so that you can all watch it back. If you've got any further questions, you can reach out to any of the hosts.
There's one more question. There's one more question there. You saw it, right? It relates to transfer companies. I'm not sure which one, but in the case of Natalia, you can almost walk over from the airport. So it's a 1 minute drive, and she has to tell you how it is. In our case, for direct bookings, we only use private cars. We don't use any buses. If it's a stay of 7 paid nights or longer, we'll pay for the car. Otherwise, it's $100 for a private car for 2 adults. It includes drinks, and usually takes about 90 minutes to get here. But if you book through a travel company, many of them have their own arrangements with their transfer companies. It's usually a little more expensive, but it may be commissionable. Ours is not commissionable. And what we do is somebody emails us the flight information. We tell them what the airport procedure is. We meet them there with a driver, and it gets charged to the room, and they pay it on checkout. That's if they want to take the car. Otherwise, they can take the helicopter, and they can be arranged too. Thank you.
Super. We've got a quick question for Natalia that's just come in as well. Willie's just asked, are there connecting rooms?
In Splash, the 2-bedroom connecting rooms are available by request. In regards to our airport transfers, they are included for both resorts. As Conrad said, it's a really short ride, so you can be off the plane and by the pool sipping a cocktail really quickly. For Serenity guests, it's actually private airport transfers, which is a nice amenity. And Sandra, I see you're sending us a group wedding in January. Please reach out to us so we can make sure that's taken care of. So thank you everyone so much.
Super. Thank you, everybody. And thank you to Conrad,
you.
Jade, Natalia, Nicole, Adam for coming on and telling us about your amazing places. So thank you, and we'll see you all very, very soon.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.